Stardate 56200.1. It has been some time since the USS Voyager returned home. The alliance between the United Federation of Planets and the Klingon Empire has never been better. And our people...
Hallo und herzlich willkommen zu einem weiteren Let's Play von wtoss.de. Ich bin Thorsten von wtoss.de und wie ihr unschwer erkennen könnt, spielen wir Star Trek Starfleet Command 3. Ja, die Folgen werden immer montags, donnerstags und sonntags erscheinen um 14 Uhr. Und wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir definitiv ein Like da. Ansonsten schreibt in die Kommentare, was ich hätte besser machen können. Um keine der Folgen zu verpassen, bitte ich euch natürlich, bitte mich zu abonnieren, damit ihr auch immer wieder seht, okay, es ist nicht nur Starfleet Command, es sind auch noch andere Spiele wie der Euro Truck Simulator 2, wie Unreal Tournament ist jetzt auch demnächst geplant, Projekt Cars ist jetzt geplant, aber dazu kommen wir später. Jetzt würde ich sagen, wir starten mit den Tutorials und wir machen das erste Tutorial. Wir müssen uns ja überlegen, wie wir ein Schiff bewegen. Loading. Okay, ist schon mal roter Alarm, ist nicht gut.
The first order of business is to explain your ship's communication system. You will use this system to initiate communication with other starships and bases, as well as to receive communications vital to completing your mission.
Ja, das blinkt dann so komisch, da würde ich mal sagen, da drücken wir mal drauf.
The Communications menu can be accessed at any time by clicking on the COM button.
Okay.
In addition, your communications system will automatically relay any incoming messages to you. The text of the broadcast will be displayed along with a selection of responses.
Okay.
Click on the dialogue you wish to respond with. The captain's log maintains a record of all broadcasts and responses made during your mission, so you may review them at any time. To access these records, click on Captain's Log. Mission objectives are also stored in the COM menu. To access them, click on Mission Objectives. Your current mission goals are displayed. Use this if you're ever wondering what to do next.
Okay, also Captain's Log wäre das.
Now then, first we must get underway. A starship has two major types of engines used for propulsion. Warp engines and impulse engines.
Okay.
The warp drive is used for faster than light travel between the stars. The impulse engines are used for sublight travel within a star system.
Okay.
The ship's sublight velocity is controlled by throttling the impulse engines using the slider at the bottom of your command display.
Also hier.
Alternatively, the S key can be used to increase impulse velocity and the A key can be used to decrease impulse velocity.
Drücken wir mal S.
Note that moving the slider to a position below 0 will set your ship to reverse. Set your ship for 1/4 impulse.
Okay. Dann werden wir jetzt so mal auf ein Viertel im Beschleunigen.
Now take her up to half impulse speed.
Jo, machen wir, Captain. Weil unserem Captain Picard können wir einfach nichts abschlagen, ne? Wir sind doch schon.
Excellent.
Ah, cool.
Every mission you will perform has a tactical boundary.
Okay.
This boundary appears as a solid line on the starfield and changes from green to red as your ship approaches. Crossing this line will warp your ship out of the system and end your mission. Be aware of this border and do not cross it unless you have achieved your mission goals or you are certain of defeat and are acting to save your crew and ship from certain destruction.
Da weiß ich gar nicht, einfach mal die Frage an die
Now that we are underway, we should
Kommentatoren.
set a course for the ship. Your command console is designed to take just a left or right mouse click to set a new heading. Click near your ship towards the heading you want your ship to take. Give a few course changes to your ship.
Ob das die Originalstimme von Jean-Luc Picard ist. Also Patrick Stewart. Ich weiß es noch nicht. Ich weiß es wirklich nicht, keine Ahnung. Okay, das ist die rote Linie, die sollen wir nicht
camera angles may be more useful to you. Press F1 to engage the overhead view. This will provide you with an overhead view of your ship and its surroundings, which you can zoom in and out with the plus and minus keys. This view allows you to plot courses to avoid obstacles and plan attacks. Press F3 to return to the standard view.
Okay. Camera in centered mode. Okay.
Now, let's play a little game. To test your mastery of the helm, I will place a scattering of mines down for you to detonate by setting collision courses with them.
Okay.
See how many of the mines you can set off before I call.
Dann machen wir mal die ganzen Minen kaputt. So. Offenbar müssen die nur mit unseren Schutzschilden kollidieren. Machen wir mal ein bisschen mehr Fahrt. Ja, reicht das schon? Ich weiß es noch nicht. Nö, es hat noch nicht gereicht. Cool. Mist. Eine haben wir ausgelassen. Also hier oben kann man auch hier oben auf dem kleinen Interface sieht man die ganzen Schiffe und was in der näheren Umgebung hier ist. Ich nehme mal ein bisschen Fahrt raus, dann sollten wir jetzt die Mine eigentlich treffen.
I see you have had some practice with starship simulations in your past.
Nicht
Good.
ganz.
I look forward to seeing your rapid progress.
Okay.
Now let us address your ship's warp drive, which allows the ship to travel faster than the speed of light.
Okay.
When you engage your warp drive, you increase your velocity substantially and may go from point A to point B in great haste. The speed is so great that no course corrections may be made while in warp. To turn your ship, you must drop out of warp and change your heading under impulse power.
Okay, also wir können die während des Warpflugs können wir die Richtung nicht verändern.
The second drawback to warp drive is that during combat, the targeting computers cannot meet the challenge of faster than light combat and fail to achieve targeting solutions. Therefore, you cannot fire your phasers. Torpedoes, however, are still available to you.
Okay, also wir können während des Warpflugs unsere Phaser nicht abfeuern, dafür aber unsere Torpedos.
Clicking on the warp button on the bottom bar of your command console.
Ja, klicken wir mal drauf. Und
your warp engine
Energie.
Will require a few seconds to charge after pressing the button before you jump to warp zone. You also require a few seconds to drop out of warp, so make sure you leave yourself room to stop if you're heading toward a planet or the border of the map. I have placed a training mine on the other side of the system. The indicator arrow, which has appeared on your display, is pointing to it. Use your warp drive to warp to the mine.
Und Energie! Oder wie Jean-Luc Picard sagt, beschleunigen. Ach, da ist die Mine ja schon. Sieht man ungefähr hier dieses rote Feld. Das rote kleine Ding ist offenbar der Feind.
Well done. Your warp drive will require a cooldown period after each use, so you will be unable to achieve warp speeds for a short time after dropping out of warp. Keep this in mind when using your warp drive in tactical situations.
Also wir können den Warp Drive nicht zweimal kurz hintereinander benutzen. Und wir müssen erst einen kurzen Moment warten, dass die wieder
Very good. You now know the basics of Starship helm control and are showing promise as a Starship captain. Report back to me when you're ready for your next lesson, where we will explore your weapons system.
Nochmal. Also wir können den Warp-Antrieb erst nach einer kurzen Zeit wieder benutzen, weil direkt hintereinander funktioniert nicht, weil der Warp-Kern muss sich erst mal abkühlen. Gut zu wissen. Und dann würde ich so spontan sagen, erkunden wir mal unsere tollen Waffensysteme. Oh, wir fliegen eine Excelsior. Oh, cool.
Your ship begins at condition green, with shields down and weapons unpowered.
Okay.
Raising your alert status will raise your shields and bring your ship's weapon systems online. This is a crucial first step before entering a hostile situation. Yellow alert will raise your shields, but keep your weapons powered down. This is ideal for situations in which you want to maintain your safety, but not appear hostile. For this exercise, we will need our weapons. Take your ship to red alert by clicking on the red alert button or hitting the R key.
Okay, aber da möchte ich jetzt erstmal selber gucken. Stufe grün. Schilde und Waffen sind offline, so wie er jetzt gerade gesagt hatte. Schalten wir mal in den gelben Alarm. Da sind die Schilde online, aber die Waffen immer noch aus. Aber er hat ja gesagt, er will ja unbedingt den roten Alarm haben, also...
To select a target for your ship's weapon systems, hover your mouse over a target on your main 3D display and right-click. You may also use the T key to select and cycle through targets, or the Y key to cycle through only enemy targets. This will become your active target, and any subsequent orders to fire will cause your weapons to be discharged at this target.
Okay, also genau das, was ich gesagt habe.
Note the mine I have placed in front of your ship. Target this mine by right-clicking on it.
Okay. Das ist dieser Frachter. Den habe ich jetzt mit der rechten Maustaste ausgewählt. Und... ja... Nehmen wir mal ein bisschen Fahrt auf, das kann den Geschwindigkeit kann man auch über die Hoch-Runter-Pfeiltasten ohne weiteres anpassen. So. Für mein? Ach, da ist noch eine Mine.
Very good.
Ach, ich habe jetzt den Frachter gedacht. Okay.
Weapon systems in a starship are divided into two classes, the primary and the heavy weapons systems.
Okay.
The primary weapons are the energy beam weapons commonly known as phasers. The heavy weapons refer to a collection of weapons such as the photon torpedo and the quantum torpedo. Now I will show you how to destroy this mine with your phasers. Press the Fire Primary Weapons button located on the bottom bar of your command console, or tap the Z key to fire all of your weapons that bear on your current target. Now fire your phasers and destroy this mine.
Okay. Also, offen gestanden, die Mine sieht zu gefährlich aus. Da würde ich so spontan sagen, wir nehmen nicht nur den Phaser, wir nehmen, wenn aber richtig.
Let's look at your primary weapon systems in more depth.
Okay.
Beam weapons do more damage at closer ranges and less at longer ranges. In addition, all weapons have a cutoff distance where they can no longer cause damage. You must also understand the concept of weapon arcs. Each weapon is mounted on the surface of the ship, and due to the geometry of the hull, the weapon will be able to fire at targets only within a certain arc. Some weapons have narrow arcs, allowing them to only fire on targets on one side of your ship.
Okay.
While other weapons will have wider arcs, allowing you more freedom in maneuvering to target your enemies.
Okay.
Each of your weapon hardpoints can be called upon to display their arcs by pressing this button located on your ship's schematic panel.
Okay, das sind die Reichweiten,
By
beziehungsweise
clicking on
die
an
Winkel.
individual hardpoint, you can bring up the control console for that weapon. From here you can fire that weapon independently or set it offline to conserve energy. I will now populate the simulator with mines for you to destroy.
Okay.
Maneuver about and destroy as many mines as you can before I call time. As you destroy the mines, develop a feel for the arcs of your phasers and the damage they deliver over different ranges. You will also quickly appreciate the time it takes to recharge the phaser capacitors. Each of your weapon's hardpoints show their recharge progress by filling from a dull green to a bright, ready-to-fire green.
Okay. Also mit der Song-Taste kann man die
See how
Phaser
many of these
einzeln...
mines you can destroy.
Okay. Ja, ich bin ja schon dabei. Not in arc, also nicht in der Reichweite.
Splendid! It would seem you have an exceptional grasp of your ship's arsenal. This will prove extremely important in future missions.
Okay.
Now that you understand the use of your ship's primary weapon systems, let's move on to heavy weapons. The photon torpedo is a fast-moving, target-seeking torpedo. It is slow to recharge, but does a great deal of damage.
Okay.
I have asked Starfleet operations to tow a derelict freighter to the test range. Follow the silver indicator arrow to approach the target.
Also
Once
hier?
you arrive at the freighter, use your photon torpedoes to destroy the target. Fire them by clicking on the heavy weapons button, or use the Z key.
Okay, wir sind noch ein bisschen zu weit entfernt. Fliegen wir mit Warp auf den dazu. Und wie ihr seht, man kann sobald du aus der Warp rauskommst oder während des Warpflugs, kannst du die Torpedos abfeuern. Das finde ich so cool. Das finde ich so cool. Das ist so geil. Ja. Wir durften ja die Phaser nicht einsetzen. Wir sollen ja die Torpedos dafür benutzen, damit wir auch wissen, wie es funktioniert. Ja, Cycling. Danke. Und gute Nacht. Das ist übrigens das Symbol, dass wir das Schiff definitiv zerstört haben, oder den Gegner.
Excellent. If you rise in rank, as I'm sure you will, you may command a ship with the much improved quantum torpedoes, which use an energetic local release of the zero-point energy field to deal even more damage.
Okay. So funktionieren also Quantentorpedos. Okay. Gut zu wissen. Wusste ich nicht.
Good. Soon you will be a welcome addition to the fleet.
Und würde ich mal so spontan sagen, wir machen direkt mit dem nächsten Tutorial weiter. Ne? So spontan.
In this lesson, you will learn to use your ship's shield and repair systems. We will also cover some of the more important secondary systems on the ship, such as the tractor beam. A mastery of the shield system is imperative for the safe operation of a starship against both natural hazards such as interstellar dust clouds, as well as enemy weapons. The shields act as an energy barrier that destroys or deflects small objects or safely dissipates the energy from a weapon strike. As you have no doubt already noticed, the three-dimensional main display indicates the strength of your shields as colored bars around your ship. No color indicates that you have lost your shield protecting that quarter of your ship and must maneuver most carefully to prevent internal damage to the starship.
Okay.
When your shields are suffering damage, you may choose to divert energy from the warp core to reinforce a particular shield and prevent its collapse. To reinforce a shield, Click on the shield facing in your ship schematic. The reinforced shield will be highlighted with a white line. Reinforce your forward shield for the coming test now.
Also nach vorne. Ja, haben wir.
To thoroughly test your handling on the shield reinforcement controls and how to maneuver to avoid damage to your weak shields, Starfleet has established the Gauntlet. At the center of a complex of asteroids, I have laid another training mine for you to destroy.
Okay, also müssen wir mal wieder eine Mine zerstören.
The challenge here is that the asteroids destroy the mine at the center of the Gauntlet while managing your shield systems. I suggest you do not linger inside the Gauntlet. Now, destroy that mine.
Okay, da haben wir offenbar jetzt gerade eine Meldung übersprungen. Schauen wir mal. Also das Spiel ist als kleine Information dazu zum Herausgeber, ist von Activision herausgegeben worden in Zusammenarbeit mit Teil drin und Paramount Pictures hat... Wow, wer schießt denn da auf mich? Okay, die Asteroiden schießen auf mich? Ja, schöne Scheiße. Nett. Die Mine kann ich nicht so zerstören, na toll. Ja. Und vielen Dank wirklich an Paramount, dass die ihre Zustimmung dazu gegeben haben.
Excellent. It looks as though this would be an opportunity to look into repairing your ship's systems.
Okay.
Repairs are performed by engineers and members of your entire ship's complement. To direct your crew to repair a particular ship system, click on the engineering view in your ship schematic in the lower left of the command console.
Okay.
Now, simply click on the damaged system to enter it into the repair queue. In this case, your warp drive.
Okay. Dann...
You will see the rate of repair on the particular system indicated in the progress bar in the lower left of the engineering panel. Damage to certain subsystems will adversely affect your ship. In this case, because your warp drive is damaged, you have less energy available to your other systems. It is your responsibility to choose the order in which your crew repairs each system. You have a limited number of repair orders you can give in each mission, so use them with care.
Also wir haben nur eine bestimmte Anzahl an reparierten Einheiten.
The tractor system is surprisingly versatile. It was designed to aid in the construction of starbases and later adapted to starship use.
Okay.
To access your tractors, click on the tractor panel button on the middle command display.
Also früher war der Traktorstrahl nur für
The
Sternbasen
tractor beam is a
gewesen.
focused linear graviton force beam acting as a grappling hook that can grab a hold of nearby objects in space. To engage your tractors, you must first acquire a target and then press the engage button.
Okay.
Go ahead and tractor this shuttle. Note that you must be very near your target to engage the tractor beam. If you are out of range, the beam will automatically activate once you're close enough.
Okay. Gehen wir mal wieder auf halbe Fahrt. Halber Impuls. Beschleunigen. Entering Dust Cloud Area. 3/4 Impuls. Weil wir wollen ja nicht unbedingt lange warten, wenn es nicht notwendig ist. Oh, boah. Das nenne ich knapp. Ah, da ist das Shuttle ja schon. Cool. Laden wir den Traktorstrahl schon mal. Mal sehen, wann er sich ankoppelt. Gehen wir mal wieder auf halbe Geschwindigkeit. Oder auf lächerliche Geschwindigkeit wie in wie in Spaceballs. Aha. Okay. So, Range 3,2 ist im Maximaldistanz
Now experiment a bit
offenbar.
with the rotational controls. These controls could be used to bring objects into the weapon arc of a particular weapon, and resourceful captains have found even further uses for the tractor rotations.
Okay, das heißt, wir können ihn...
If you find yourself in the unpleasant position of being the target of an enemy's tractor, use the repel function of the tractors and set the strength as high as you can to repel your enemy's tractor beam.
Also, den jetzt...
To release the shuttle from your tractor beam, disengage by clicking on the Engage button again.
Okay.
You will often find yourself up against enemy ships which are able to use their cloaking devices to hide from your view. The Federation has recently developed the anti-cloaking scan to deal with this annoyance. When activated, the ship's scanners burst out a powerful ping. For a brief moment, the active cloaking system on the enemy starship is overloaded and the position of the ship is revealed.
Okay, also dieser Tarnaufdeckungsscan.
We have been able to develop a small experimental version of the cloaking system for use on drone shuttles. Go ahead and use the anti-cloak scan function to find a cloaked shuttle that I have hidden, and then tractor it to prevent it from cloaking again.
Okay, da ist der Flieger. So, dann würde ich offenbar müssen wir es holen? Ja. Dann nehmen wir mal ein bisschen Fahrt auf und holen uns die Flieger offenbar. Bist du das? Da. Guck mal. Die Fliege nennt sich das. Cool. Coole Beschreibung. Ja, so eine Fliege ist ein bisschen kleiner und auch ein bisschen wendiger als wir. Mein Gott, wo ist das Vieh? Wo bist du? Wo bist du? Wo bist du? Hab ich dich jetzt? Endlich? Hab ich dich? Ja, jetzt hab ich dich! Yes!
Good. You caught the fly. The tremendous power your warp core generates is used to perform numerous functions, such as charging the weapons and energizing the shields, tractors, and transporters. It is your job to prioritize where this warp energy should be expended. Here you can control the energy output to your primary weapons, heavy weapons, and shields. Available energy is displayed at the top of the menu. The energy levels of the three systems are displayed below. Drag the blue pointer to increase or decrease power to a system. Note that if you assign a system power that is not available, energy will automatically be reduced from others. The energy required by a system for basic functionality is indicated by the green bar on the slider. If a system has more energy than it needs, it will function better.
Also
I would like to take this time to point out a few more helm controls you have at your disposal. Click on the Helm panel button in the middle command display.
Dann können wir die Schilde richtig hochdrehen. Okay, ja, ist ja gut.
Steady as she goes, direct your ship to have a neutral helm and proceed along the last set course and speed.
Okay.
Orbit your target will set your starship to orbit about your current target, whether it is a planet, asteroid, or a starship. This command is valid for friend or foe.
Okay. Also setzen wir jetzt einen Kurs rund um die
Will
Enterprise.
charge your helmsman with the duty to follow your currently selected target. He will constantly set your ship's heading to face the target.
Okay. So, damit gehen wir jetzt direkt auf
Similarly, the
Kollisionskurs.
command to match your target speed will direct your helm officer to set your speed to that of the current target.
Okay, und damit würden wir jetzt sagen, okay, nimm die Geschwindigkeit der
Maximum
Enterprise an.
speed will call up the most from your impulse engines. Use this in tactical situations where you need to cover a lot of distance in a hurry and warp would not be appropriate.
Okay. Und das wäre jetzt volle
Erratic
Impulsgeschwindigkeit.
maneuvers is a test of your helm officer's skill against your opponent's weapons officer. Your helmsman will command the ship to jerk back and forth in an effort to make enemy fire miss their target. Correspondingly, your own weapons officer will have a much more difficult time acquiring a lock-on while your ship is performing erratic maneuvers.
Okay. Also wäre das wirklich einfaches
All
Ausweichmanöver,
stop
um
will
nicht...
set your ship's throttle to 0 impulse power and you will come to a gentle stop in space. When you need to come to a stop even faster, use the emergency deceleration command.
Und damit ist sofort
The most
Schluss.
exciting helm command of all, and suitable only for an experienced helm officer, is the high energy turn. A successfully executed high energy turn will give you the freedom to snap your ship around to a new heading almost instantly after your crew has had a few moments to brace and prepare for the maneuver. There is, however, a significant chance your ship could suffer a breakdown as the result of a failed high energy turn. In that event, your crew will need to regain control of the ship, and you may expose yourself to heavy enemy fire and be unable to return fire or put up an active defense. The high energy turn display will show you the likelihood that the turn will be successful based on your ship's current status. The chance of success decreases with each use of this feature. Use the high energy turn with care.
Okay, also...
Set your ship to maximum impulse power and execute a high energy turn by clicking on the high energy turn button and waiting for your crew to be ready as indicated by the
Also
drop-down
müssen wir
progress
eben
bar at the top
vorher
of your
eine
command.
Richtung ansagen.
When the progress bar has fully filled, simply click in any direction you want your ship to face, and if the maneuver is successful, your ship will snap to the new course heading.
Cool. Das ist ja einfach. Das ist ja einfach, das Schiff zu steuern.
You are a strong commander. Proceed to your next lesson when you're ready.
Okay, ich bedanke mich fürs Zusehen, wünsche euch noch weiterhin viel Spaß mit den Videos von wtuss.de. Wenn es euch gefallen hat, lasst mir ein Like da, ansonsten schreibt bitte in die Kommentare, was ich hätte besser machen können. Abonniert mich, um die nächste Folge definitiv nicht zu verpassen. Bis zur nächsten Folge. Tschüss!